Hello folks. Well, here you see the Vatican flag on the aeroplane. This is just a little bit earlier, about an hour ago, the arrival of Pope Francis to the aeroplane to take off on this trip to Corsica Island. This is about an hour ago, with Pope Francis arriving at the aeroplane ready for this Corsica Island trip, and we will be covering this live today, this morning and this afternoon, this historic trip and some interesting elements about it on Rise News. Welcome everyone, thank you for joining us. So yeah, as I said, we're going to be covering this today. I'm going to be showing you some more details about this trip and some of the things that are going on. We do have a live link to the trip as it unfolds. As I said, this was about an hour ago with Pope Francis, you see here, arriving at the Fiumicino airport in Italy, getting on the plane to go to the French island of Corsica, which is the first time a Pope has ever visited this island. And there's a number of things on the schedule for him today. He's going to pray at this baptistry, pray to the false goddess Madonna statue, which is protecting the city of Ajaccio, I think that's how you say it, Ajaccio, which is the capital of Corsica. And there's a conference that he's going to, and also meeting French President Emmanuel Macron as well, and doing a mass in front of about 8,000 people. But you may see the picture on the thumbnail of the video, and there's a reason for that, and I will let you see what I mean. I will show you what I mean by that in just a few moments. In terms of why I have put those things on, is to do with a ceremony today at the Corsica Island event, where there will be the brotherhoods. There's a number of brotherhoods in Corsica. In fact, I read something earlier that said they don't know how many hooded Catholic brotherhoods there are in Corsica, but some people say there's 5. And other people say they don't know how many there are. But this is a French island, just off the coast of Italy, between, in the Mediterranean Sea. Thank you, Chow Young Cat. Much appreciated for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the live broadcasts and the licenses. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. We're talking about Madonna. He's going to do a prayer to Madonna, who is said to supposedly be the protector of Corsica, or the capital city of Corsica. And Corsica was the place where Napoleon Bonaparte was born as well. I'm not sure if you've heard of this island before. It's a very beautiful island, but yeah, Napoleon Bonaparte was born there. But yeah, there's thank you for coming, everyone. I'm just looking at everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. All the members, thank you, Mud, for modding. Really appreciate you being here, Mud. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all your hard work, Mud, on the modding. Hello, Sally Richardson. So yeah, this is Pope Francis getting onto the plane about an hour ago. We will be going to the latest images in Corsica very shortly. I've got to be careful not to drink the cup of tea on the microphone. Someone said it's a bit much in people's ears. Sorry, I'll make sure I mute it when I have a sip. And yeah, the Pope Francis, as you see, he's got a bruise on the side of his face there. I think apparently it was said that he fell over. Yeah, so I'll show you in like a minute's time when he gets on the plane. I'll show you what I'm talking about in regards to what's going on here today, and I'll show you some more details about all of this. Hello, David. Welcome, Mod David. Thank you so much for coming and helping out. But yeah, this is quite a big event. I've seen some of the live link of the Corsica on the other feed we have, and there's lots and lots of cardinals and Catholics and priests and bishops and all of that waiting on the other end. And of course, this is ahead of the so-called 5 Sacred Portals ritual, which is coming up, right, on Christmas Eve, which a few people have been talking about. We will be talking about that one in our second broadcast today, because this broadcast is going to be in 2 parts, because you know, there's a few events in the morning now, and then there's going to be a few events in the afternoon, so we'll be doing 2 broadcasts, one a few hours later. But yeah, we'll be talking in our next broadcast this afternoon. Well, it'll be... What time was it? It was... what time did it say? Let me just quickly have a look. In the US, it will be... UK, it will be... okay, what time do we have here? The UK, it will be 1:45 p.m. GMT this after the second broadcast, and in the East Coast that would be 12, 11, 10, 8, about 8 a.m., 8:45 a.m. So the second broadcast will be around that time. So anyway, that's Pope Francis getting on the plane. I will just now show you, when he gets on there, a bit more details about this trip and what's going on today in just a minute. So anyway, there we go. So let's have a look at what else is going on. I'll just show you a few things about today in terms of the different things that's going on. This is Corsica, where Pope Francis is visiting today. It's a very beautiful island in France, and well, it's just in the Mediterranean Sea, near to Italy, and it's 90% Catholic. 350,000 people, 90% of it is Catholic, according to the local church. It'll be the first papal visit to the island today. No other pope has visited there. And this island is the birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte. He was born in the capital city of Corsica. So that's a bit about it. And as we see here, Pope Francis is making this historic trip to travel to the Catholic, quote, oasis in France for the final trip of 2024. And this is, they've done big murals in there to welcome the Pope today. On 15th of December, Pope Francis' 47th apostolic journey abroad will take him to Corsica, known as Isle de Butte, where he will take part in the Conference on Popular Religiosity in the Mediterranean before meeting with the clergy and faithful of the French island. So that's what's happening today. And he's also going to be praying for, quote, Our Lady's protection. Well, he has prayed for Our Lady's protection, but he's going to be, I think it said on the schedule, he's going to be doing a prayer in front of the statue of the Madonna on Corsica Island, who is said to, according to them, in their religion, that she is the protector of the capital of Corsica. But of course, you know, if you watch this channel, we know that Madonna represents essentially the divine feminine. And also he's going to be visiting this. Well, they dug up this John the Baptist. Well, it's like a baptistry, an ancient baptistry, and he's going to be paying a visit to there too. I'm sure we'll be able to see that on the coverage that we get. So he's making a one-day visit to the Mediterranean island, one of the 18 regions of France, and apparently he turned down the trip to Notre Dame, according to them anyway. Apparently Macron invited him to that Notre Dame ritual we saw the other day, but apparently he turned it down, and instead has decided to go to this French island, and he will meet Macron at the end of his visit today. His visit is the 47th apostolic journey abroad and the first ever papal visit to the island. So this is kind of, in terms of what's going on today, there's going to be these ceremonies. So I'll be interested to see what actually happens as we watch that unfold, either this morning or this afternoon. But there'll be these ceremonies to welcome the Pope, Pope Francis, which they say are the songs of the sacred, some of them being in Latin. But there will be these songs and ceremonies that are conducted by these confraternities or brotherhoods. Will be and one is actually being created especially for this occasion. It says here, to mark the Pope's visit, a new confraternity or brotherhood will be created especially for the occasion, dedicated to St. Anthony of Ajaccio, I think that is, and that's the capital city. But I looked up this this person. I couldn't find very much information on who that actually is, but apparently is there several of these brotherhoods on this island, which they call confraternities. Religious Catholic orders which are hooded, and that apparently comes from this tradition where it comes from the 1770s, which the King of France imposed a cape to distinguish the confraternities, and it says each colour of the cape has a particular meaning. Red is martyr, blue is Holy Cross, black is St. John the Baptist or sign of mourning during the Mass for the dead. And so it mentions here as well that these are under the protection of the Holy Cross. The place where the confreres meet is called the Holy Cross, and they are dressed in white. Now, I looked up a bit about there's this Holy Cross in Rome, and just on a side note here, just to kind of give a bit of context, there's a congregation of the Holy Cross in Rome. And I just find it interesting because they mention that in their spirituality, St. Ignatius of Loyola, kind of in a positive light, and he is the founder of the Jesuits and was into mysticism, so-called Christian mysticism. But I just have a little bit of a, I don't know, I don't want to be kind of culturally inappropriate here, but let me know what you think. I just don't like this kind of thing. But that's just me, maybe. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some of you who say the same thing. But kind of these secret orders or these brotherhoods, I don't like personally. It's not for me. I don't like the hooded thing. It's not really something that appeals to me, and of course, I think I'm okay to say that, at least in some way, in regard to the Saint Ignatius of Loyola and the Christian mysticism and the false doctrine and the Mary reverence, and pictures like this are from here. It just sort of strikes me as these kind of orders and these brotherhoods, and I don't, well, if you watch the videos on this channel, there's just, obviously we talk a lot about these types of things, And I'm not saying, obviously, when we talk about this, there may well be some people that have don't have any negative intentions, of course, and forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, if that's the case. But I just don't like this whole thing, and I just don't like the whole religious order, closed brotherhood type thing, because I think it can definitely sometimes, well, we've seen with the Jesuit order and various other Roman Catholic orders, that it's actually can end up being not a good thing too. So this place on this island just seems to have a lot of these brotherhoods. I've got the pronunciation there. This is how you pronounce the
Ajaccio. Ajaccio.
Ajaccio. So that's how you pronounce the name. But this is so Ajaccio is the city on this island. Confraternities, a fast-growing model of Christian commitment in Corsica and elsewhere, will be in the spotlight during Pope Francis' visit to Ajaccio on December the 15th. So there is these ceremonies that are going on, and they're going to be singing some of these a cappella Latin songs and various other things. As I say, I mean, some people, they claim that these groups are just there to help people and to help elderly people and to help the sick and do charitable works. Obviously I'm not saying charitable works are bad, because they're not, but if you've seen this channel long enough, you'll know why I have concerns about certain elements of brotherhoods and fraternities of this nature, even if they do claim to be religious. That's just something that I'm very aware of, and I'm sure you are too. So anyway, that's probably part of the. I'm guessing, considering what we've read there, I'm guessing that some of these brotherhoods will be involved in the ceremonies today that will be shown with Pope Francis' visit to the island. So we'll see how that manifests, how that unfolds. And Pope Francis is also visiting this baptistry this morning, which was discovered in 2005 on the island. And this is the place it is. It's in a cross shape. And it's where people used to, well, they believe people used to wash their feet before they got, baptized or confirmed. And that's, I think it was from the year 600 or something like that. So that's also part of his visit when he goes there today. So he'll be arriving soon. I'm just going to flick over to, to these shots here. I'm going to change the title because this is Corsica. Anyway, what do you guys think in the comments? Please let me know what you think. Sorry, I just drank my tea on the mic again. I do apologise. I won't do that anymore. But yeah, what do you think about this? When you see this, when you see all these things, and they say that these brotherhoods are coming back on this island, and they don't actually know how many there are these days, but some people say there's 5 brotherhoods. But of course, they they say on the outside that this is about charitable things, about helping people, helping the elderly, and helping all this, that, and the other, which of course in itself is not a bad thing. But what do you think about these groups that have these kind of hoods and they are parts of these brotherhoods and orders? What's your opinion on that? Do you have concerns about that? Because for me, I don't really like that myself. I don't get a good vibe from hooded Roman Catholic orders in general. Not Not talking about individuals always, of course, because some individuals might not. But just as a general concept, you know, I don't really like it myself. So we'll see. We'll see what this ceremony is today. When Pope Francis arrives to Corsica, and we see this ceremony, we will see. We'll see what happens. Well, yeah, because you've got groups like the Knights of Malta, haven't you, and other secret groups, or at least closed groups in certain respects, and yeah. Lisa Roberts says, I'm not a fan. So we've got a lot of cardinals here. Yeah, as I said, please do join us around 8:45 a.m. EST, which is 1:45 p.m. GMT. That will be for the second half of this coverage today of the big Pope Francis visit to Corsica Island. And he'll be meeting Emmanuel Macron as well later on. I'm not sure, maybe the ceremony is this morning. Thanks again to Chow Yong Cat, really appreciate it, and for all the members as well. Thanks for the super chat, helping keep us going in terms of the licenses, and also to our Rise Plus members, Luli and Lizzie Moss and Nana Ange on Patreon. Really appreciate it. Thanks.
Non mais... Natacha. Il n'y a que les bénévoles.
Oui, le directeur de vin, il était là, je pense qu'il arrive. Parce qu'en fait, tu vas placer le rang protocolaire.
And as I said, while we're waiting for that to come through, he's just they're just waiting for Pope Francis to arrive on the plane. But just to mention, we will be talking a little bit more about this later when we go live for the second part of this, the Vatican to open 5, quote, sacred portals for once in a quarter century ritual. I don't know if you've heard about this, but this is on Christmas Eve. Pope Francis is preparing to unbrick and open 5 sacred portals, symbolizing supposedly the doorway to salvation, even though Jesus is the door to salvation. But this is a ritual that they say is the opening of these 5 doors at significant basilicas in Rome on Christmas Eve. And now this year, he's going to open a door in a prison as well. And this is apparently once every 25 years, and is to mark their Jubilee, the 2025 Vatican Jubilee. So, yeah, we'll be talking a little bit more about that later when we go live again, but I just wanted to draw your attention to all of these things that are going on at the moment and are being discussed.
Théo Théo
Yeah, please do like the live broadcast. It really helps us to get it out there, and give it a share if you can. Really appreciate you all being with us as we watch this event unfold today in Corsica. Please do join in the live chat as well. And we do these live broadcasts anytime there's something significant going on that's worth covering, so please do subscribe to the channel. I'm sure Mud will give you the YouTube link to subscribe in the live chat, and you have to click the all notifications bell so you get notified the moment we do go live. And oh, thank you, Davey. Really appreciate it, Davey. Thanks for your support on the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thanks for helping us keep going with these what we do here, and I hope this is a good resource of journalism away from the mainstream, where we can come and talk about what's going on in the world in these times. As I'm sure you're aware, there is an awful lot of things going on now, and that means we are quite busy, so try to get sleep when we can, but there's just so many different things going on almost every few days now. So it really was a good time to start doing these broadcasts, I think. Then of course in January we've got the inauguration as well. We'll be covering that, so plenty to cover. I have asked if we will have a live link, a live feed for the opening of the quote 5 doors, holy doors, or 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve. Reuters are seeing if they can get that, so I'm not sure if we will yet, but hopefully we will be able to show that as a broadcast on Christmas Eve as well, in terms of this ritualistic opening of these doors. So we'll see if we do get that. We don't always get everything, but hopefully we will be able to cover that. Nice big red carpet there.
Non, pas maintenant. À la fin. Dernier moment.
So this is the first time a pope has ever visited this island. It's the first papal visit, but when I travelled around the world, just a point of note here, I went to some of the Greek islands. I mean, this place is almost 80% Catholic. But yeah, when I went to some of the Greek islands, they, the locals said that Pope Francis had paid them a visit to some of these remote islands, Greek islands, and they felt, because it's mainly Orthodox, they felt that he was trying to basically bring together this one world religion, to bring the Orthodox Church to reunification with Rome. And there were some concerns there when I travelled to some of these places. But we definitely see a big push for this one world religion. Ecumenical stuff. There's the aeroplane. Looks like that is Pope Francis' aeroplane coming into Corsica. Thank you, Susan McCormick. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat, for helping out and helping with our licenses. Thank you so much.
That they were right.
Ok. Ben, ça y est, il est en train d'arriver.
Tell the live TV that they're coming.
Bon, je pense que on est pas mal.
Animalier.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Quel animal? Ça a 5000 ans.
Ça a 5000 ans.
Eh oui.
Ah, c'est vieux. Chibi, il a vu auparavant.
Pas tout seul? Je vois pas l'avion.
Pronto? Ali? Sì, sì, sì. Spettazzoido, però siamo... Ok. Prego, Antonio.
un coup de fil. Je veux savoir.
Sur corps de base, à droite, à une
La gourmandise n'est plus un péché. Les enfants. Bien sûr. Voilà, merci les enfants. Merci. Bravo.
Vieille berceuse. À l'enfant vie.
Elle rappelle les chambres.
Content.
So I think now the Pope's going to head to the Popemobile and wave at people on the journey to where he's going to speak at this event. And he's also going to stop off at this baptistry at some point soon, and not sure what time the rest of the ceremony is. And at some point he's also going to, quote, pray to the Madonna. If you haven't already, please do give the video a like. It really helps the algorithms so more people can see the video. Thank you all for joining us for this broadcast, this live broadcast today. As we see the Pope Francis' arrival at the Corsica island, just off the coast of Italy, owned by France. Hello everyone, good to see you in the chat. Thank you to all the members, good to see you all. Hello Saved by Grace, thank you for modding with us, really appreciate it. And Mud and David, thank you to the mods, really appreciate your help.
Ah, donc je monte, je vais... Voilà, donc en fait, il faudra être de ce côté-là. Alors vous êtes effectivement sur la gauche, oui, vous êtes sur la gauche du véhicule. Ah, lui, il est sur la droite. Et donc le pape, il va monter là. Tout à fait.
We see a lot of the Vatican cardinals here today with the Mass that Pope Francis will be doing a Mass later on. So about 8,000 people. And apparently all the people across Corsica have got their own screens in their little villages and towns where they can all join in without coming to the actual event here. And so all across the island people will be watching and joining in with this ceremony in their small communities on big screens, outdoor screens. This is the first time a Pope has visited this island, and it's 80% Catholic. Thank you, Hoko Pono Pono. I'm glad the broadcasts help. I'm glad they help. I hope it does help all the people watching to see these events as they unfold on a broadcast channel like this that is not got massive agendas other than a Christian worldview away from the mainstream. So please do join us for our live regular coverage of world events as they happen, and give us a subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we go live. And Mud, if you could put some Facebook links and Telegram links, that's another way to get notified when we do go live, and also on the YouTube community page. So as I said, what you'll see now is that the Pope will go off in the car and he'll get picked up, I believe, in the Pope-mobile, in which he will be taken through the streets of Corsica, and people will be shouting and screaming, I'm sure, and waving, and then he'll be going to this event where he's going to make a speech and various other things, including, I would assume, the rest of the ceremonies coming up as well in the next hour or so. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention there that Pope Francis is also going to be meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron at the end of this trip today. This is just a trip for 8 hours, I think, and he'll be meeting with Macron after he apparently turned down the invitation for the Notre Dame ritual the other day, and he's going to meet him here instead. Thank you, Saved by Grace. That's really very kind of you to give a super chat to help us keep us going. Thank you so much.
Ça sépare là. Et là, et là.
Dégagement par là.
Not sure what that is. Is that the documents? Is that the travel documents? Oh right, it might be a gift. Sorry, I thought it was giving him his passport, which would be a bit strange, I guess. So he's going to come out of the airport and get in the Pope Mobile and then drive down the roads of Corsica to the cheers of many, many thousands of people, and then arrive at the event that's coming up soon. Beautiful island in the Mediterranean. Not been there myself, but looks like a very warm and scenic place. Anyone been to Corsica here in the live chat? Anyone been? Looks like quite a good holiday resort there. You see the crowds lining the street here, waiting for the Pope to come down the road in the Pope Mobile. Everyone waiting for it, just everywhere, look. And this is the first time this has happened, of course, as we said earlier, the first papal visit to the island. Yeah, I must say the architecture is absolutely stunning. And lovely blue water in the Mediterranean. But here we were saying earlier that this is the place that Napoleon Bonaparte was born, on this island. A population of 350,000 people, of which 80% are Catholic. But despite its beauty, actually, they say that it's estimated that 19 to 20% of the population of Corsica is living below the poverty line. It's one of the poorest regions of France. See the mural down the bottom right. They've drawn for the Pope's visit. So yeah, Pope Francis is going to travel in the Popemobile in front of all these crowds of people through the streets of Corsica, and then he's going to attend. Sorry, the sound. Then he's going to attend a Congress on Faith across the Mediterranean, and then he'll also celebrate Catholic Mass in front of several thousand people and meet French President Emmanuel Macron. And there's going to be he's going to address the session of popular piety in the Mediterranean Congress and pray at the Madonna statue, and I believe more ceremonies and rituals along the way. So he should just be, I assume he's just coming to the Popemobile now, as we can see there, and begin his tour in front of thousands of people. There he is, yeah. People literally running down the street to keep up with the Pope-mobile here. Lots of celebrations, it looks like. Literally thousands of people across the island running down the streets, and also, as I said before, the screens, the public screens they're putting up to watch the ceremonies and the masses in their respective communities if they can't make it to this city on the island, all to see the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, in his visit today. Thank you to Chow Yun Cat for your support of the stream. Really appreciate the super chat. Thank you for helping us keep going. And a very apt verse that you posted there, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. See, is that a statue of the Madonna there on the left? And thank you to Modern Sword. Really appreciate your super chat. Thank you for helping support the licenses and the stream. And Jennifer Howell, thank you for joining as a member, and for all the other members as well. Thank you so much for your support of what we do here. I hope it is a good source of news direct to you, and so you can see the things going on in the world in these days direct, without mainstream biases on the side and agendas in that sense. And also Sally said, posted a verse about, that besides me there is no saviour. So I think it's important to remember that as we watch these scenes, that there's only one way to heaven, and that is Jesus Christ. So very important verses people are posting in the live chat. Thank you all so much for contributing to the live chat as we do the show and the broadcast. Thank you, Avon Lee. Anne said, nice to have the report here. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Accueillez la vie que l'amour peut donner. Et toi, moi, je suis ressuscité. Et bientôt dans la gloire, vous me verrez.
Je crois en Dieu, le Père Tout-Puissant, Créateur du ciel et de la terre, et en Jésus-Christ, son Fils unique, notre Seigneur, qui a été conçu du Saint-Esprit, est né de la Vierge Marie, a souffert sous Ponce Pilate, a été crucifié, est mort et a été enseveli, est descendu aux enfers, le troisième jour est ressuscité des morts, est monté aux cieux, est assis à la droite de Dieu, le Père Tout-Puissant, d'où il viendra juger les vivants et les morts. Je crois en l'Esprit Saint, à la Sainte Église catholique, à la communion des saints, à la rémission des péchés.
So the local island is giving a message to Pope Francis. Obviously they speak French, which I don't, but I'm not sure if there's anyone in the chat that does speak French. So Sevenfold, thank you for being a member. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. And everyone else that's here, really appreciate everyone watching and those chatting in the live chat. Thanks for contributing to the discussion. Some really interesting discussions as usual. It's always really good to see you guys in the chat and talking about a lot of important things. But Pope Francis is now going to the conference on popular piety in the Mediterranean Congress, and he's going to make a speech there. And so when he's just making his way there, and then he will be addressing local clergy and the religious at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Assumption, where he will also lead the Angelus, which is a, quote, traditional Marian prayer. And then soon after that it'll be lunchtime. By the way, if you're interested, I'm going to be releasing a new video, I think either today or tomorrow, on the channel, on the main channel, about a bit of a follow-up from the Notre Dame video I did last time, a few days ago. And it's a video that is quite heavily about the Rome, the revived Roman Empire, and also a few final thoughts on the Notre Dame Cathedral, some opinions there. So if you're interested, that video should be up either today or tomorrow on the main channel. So please do subscribe to the Rise channel if you're interested in some of those points of view in terms of these events.
Attends, resserre avec 10.
And thank you, Tina. Really appreciate your support of the Super Chat. Thanks so much for your support for the live broadcast here. And yeah, as I said, this is a new venture we're doing in terms of bringing you live news, professional live feeds and links, as you can see. Got a license for it. So this is a new venture in terms of covering some of these world events in these times we live in, and if you're interested in tuning in, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. We regularly do this now, so it's always a good time of chat in the live chat as well, and people sharing their opinions and views on what's going on in the times we live in. way, just want to mention, I don't know if you guys have seen this, just to draw your attention to this, but I know some of the people on here probably used to listen to this guy or have at some point, talking about certain issues, but I just wanted to mention that this recently, well, it was in the last few months, the Vatican have banished this Archbishop who branded Pope Francis, quote, servant of Satan. Carlo Maria Vigino has built a following of his own since delving into COVID theories and criticising the Catholic Church's efforts to modernise. So this which they call an ultra-conservative archbishop, was excommunicated by the Vatican after being found guilty of schism. So that was something that happened. I don't know if you saw that. He branded Pope Francis a false prophet and a servant of Satan before calling for him to resign. The Vatican's doctrinal office announced the 83-year-old's excommunication or banishment on Friday. It said his previous comments made it clear he refused to recognise and submit to the head of the Roman Catholic Church. So again, I don't know these people. I don't know anything about them personally, but I just wanted to show you that because I know some people on here probably have watched and listened to that person. boat ferry is blowing its horn.
Passe à gauche. On va le faire à la voiture, hein. À la voiture. Ah bah oui.
It's nice that one day this will be Jesus that will be receiving all this worship.
Je vais descendre là. Je vais descendre. Non, on va partir C'était chaud, le caméraman. Tu as pu le voir, le caméraman de... Oui, mais bon, c'est pas évident. C'est pas évident. Non, bah écoute, ça va, tu arrives quand même à travailler. Je sais pas si tu as vérifié, je le rejoins là.
folclore, pero esto es sencillo, y expresión de la fe. Voy a coger.
Très Saint-Père, permettez-moi de vous dire un grand merci pour votre présence à Ajaccio en Corse. Vous êtes les bienvenus. Vous ne pouvez pas imaginer, depuis quelques semaines, l'effervescence que nous vivons grâce à l'annonce de votre présence parmi nous. Ce colloque sur la piété populaire en Méditerranée nous a permis d'élargir notre vision du sacré.
Yeah, so this is obviously in French. The Pope's going to make a speech for I think the closing of this conference, which is about popular piety in the Mediterranean. It's basically, I looked that up, I'm not very familiar with these things in terms of Catholicism, but apparently it's to do with the rosary, religious processions for holy days and saints' days, and Eucharistic processions. It's basically doing like some of these practices outside of the normal catechism. So it's that's apparently Pope Francis is an advocate of that kind of thing, sort of going beyond the normal Catholic catechism. So that's basically what they're talking about. And he's going to make a speech to finish off the conference. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope it's been interesting for you to see what's going on here in terms of this big visit of Pope Francis. Please do give the video a like if you haven't already. It really helps us get it out there. So this is I'll mute that for a second. So this is what's happening. I mean, I think at some point, what's the time? 10 o'clock. Okay, so he's going to go and pray after this at the Madonna statue. What I might do is get it, refresh the stream, and it will jump a bit further on, and because it's not going to be in English anyway. So, hello, Josie Rose, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Thanks to everyone for joining us today. Really appreciate your support. Very interesting times. As I said, we're going to try and get the live for the, this so-called sacred portal ceremony ritual on Christmas Eve in Rome, which a lot of people have been talking about, but I'm not 100% sure if we will be able to get that or not. So I've asked them if we can, and they said they'll look into it. So I hope we do, because I think that would be a good live broadcast to if people want to see that. But I don't know how many people will be around on Christmas Eve, but we'll see if we do. It's not guaranteed.
Signor Cardinale, cari confratelli nell'Episcopato, cari religiose e religiosi, sacerdoti, care sorelle e cari fratelli. Sono lieto di incontrarvi qui.
Yeah, absolutely, the Queen of Heaven.
Alla conclusione del congresso.
I don't know if you folks watch the videos on the live on the normal channel, on the Rise channel here. As I said, I have got a video coming up in the next day or two that's going to talk a bit more about my opinion on a bit more of the Notre Dame ceremony recently, and just some of the elements that we see of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, and what's going on in terms of these days. Just some thoughts of my own. Of course, they're my opinions, but hopefully they help you to see the truth in terms of what's being shown and the propaganda that's going on in the time we live. So I hope they do help. Please do look out for that if you want to watch the video that's coming up. Unfortunately, I think he's speaking. I assume he's speaking in Italian. But yeah, you saw what the I just mentioned what this closing speech is about. Popular piety in the Mediterranean. So I'll try and skip this forward in a second. Get more of this. Refresh this stream, and because this speech won't be very long, so. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of songs from the island of Corsica, just to someone in the chat that's just mentioned it there. Okay, I'm just going to get this sorted out. That's what popular piety is about, popular religiosity. This conference they're speaking at, the Pope's remarks will be an invitation to all bishops, priests and laity to value this journey of faith, listening carefully when it is lived in communities. And this popular piety is a term that they use to talk about expressions, quote, expressions of the faith apart from the liturgy. So kind of extra things that they do in terms of music and rosary, religious processions for holy days. So that's what they're talking about. And apparently Pope Francis is a big advocate of that. But I mean, there's all sorts of things going on. I mean, there's behind the scenes. There's all sorts of things going on. There was a petition to remove Pope Francis for heresy, which I saw the other day, and also this one. It says Catholic academics call for Pope Francis to resign or be removed, citing unprecedented crisis. A coalition of Catholic academics and writers is calling on Pope Francis to resign the papacy, accusing him of criminal behaviour and heretical teaching. Since his election, the words and actions of Pope Francis have caused an unprecedented crisis in the Catholic Church, they write. Yeah, so if I go live for the thing that's later on, I will just talk or just mention what's been reported in terms of this ritual that's coming up on the Christmas Eve, in terms of these so-called holy doors that are being opened. I don't know a whole lot about that. I mean, it's to mark the beginning of the Jubilee in 2025. Right, okay. So he's going to go to the statue. I'm just going to refresh this now. Give me 1 second. We can refresh it and get past the speech because it's a few a few minutes behind, so let me just get to this. So if I refresh this, and it will come through the YouTube live. And if I do that, 1 second, sorry about this, give me 10 seconds. Unfortunately, there's no translator, so we'll try and refresh it past this. There we go. Okay, so now this is just a few minutes, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes forward from that, and this is brand spanking live. We were a few minutes behind, but this is him. This is live. He's just arrived at the to say a prayer to the Madonna.
Partez pas sur la route.
C'est bon? Ça va jusque là-haut?
Pardon?
Ça va jusque là-haut?
Attends,
Ça monte jusque là-haut?
je sais pas.
So the mass, which I said earlier, will be in front of something like 8,000 people and broadcast on all these screens across the island here of Corsica, and that will be at 2:30 p.m. GMT, which is I think is 9:30 a.m. EST. So that's in a few hours, and that is a number of hours. So I think that might be where there are possibly more ceremonial things going on this afternoon in our time. So I think shortly we will end the stream and then take a break and come back for the rest of the main event, which is later on 2:30 p.m. GMT. So we'll be going live, I think, just before that to show some of these things. So as I said, I think that's 9:30 a.m. on the east coast of America. For all you people that are in America, I'm sure it must be pretty early hours of the morning there if you're watching from the US. So, but yeah, that's coming up in a few hours, and then at the end of that, he's going to also meet Emmanuel Macron as well. So when we go live again, it should be around 2 p.m. ish GMT and about 10 a.m. EST. Thank you to David the Mod, and Saved by Grace. Thanks for helping Mod today, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your help, and thanks to everyone who has helped out and supported us here this morning, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We've got people watching from all over the world. Australia, the East Coast, yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. Really good to have you here with us today. So yeah, I think we will take a break here, as I said. So what time is it now? It's 10:23 in the UK, which is... Okay, he's about to give a speech, but that will obviously be in Italian as well. So, but this is the speech. He's going to give a speech, and then he's going to go to lunch. So we'll just catch when he starts the speech, and then we will end the stream here for this morning, and we'll be back in about 3.5 hours. We'll come back. We'll come back live. But if you struggle to get the notifications for the live, you can join there's a Rise News chat group. If you go to the Rise Facebook, which one of the mods hopefully can post the link to the Facebook, you'll see the Rise News link at the top of the Facebook page. So I usually post the link when we go live there, and also on the YouTube community page you can see the link. I share it on there when we go live, and also the Telegram. If you're on the Telegram, you'll get the link I share there in the Telegram group as well, because sometimes people don't always get the link, so it's just helpful to have some of these other ways that people can be notified when we do go live. So, and also if you do click the notification bell to all notifications on the Rise YouTube channel, it should hopefully notify you. All right, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you. See you in a few hours. Yeah, we'll be back in about 3 hours. So 2:30-ish UK time, 10:30 a.m. in the US. Thanks, everyone. Take care.